had a big win over Wartburg last week, shutting them out, and Coalfield off one of their best starts in a long time. I think I saw a stat where the last time both Coalfield and Oakdale were undefeated when they played was back in 1992. So
my goodness,
that's very disappointing. They won't be able to meet on the field this Friday night, but it's exciting. Coalfield, Coach Benson Napier, he's gone out, and they picked up Carter, who has picked up a forfeit win against Scott. Scott's having to forfeit due to COVID, so it's really good that those schools can get together, and I believe Carter is going to Coalfield.
Yeah, that's what I understand, and I think that'll help Coalfield as they get later in the year playing a super hard opponent to get more towards the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. And that's really a big step up in class for Coalfield, a 1A school, and Carter, I believe, is a 4A.
Right.
And a pretty good team. They're coming off a loss to Walker Valley, who's ranked number 6 in 5A. But they ran into a tough Walker Valley team. But Carter, 3-1 on the year, and we have a really good team, good offense. So it's going to be really a challenge for the Yellow Jackets Friday night.
Well, it certainly will be. And the fact, Coalfield is 4-0 and ranked in the top 15 in the overall statewide, and I think ranked number 6 in single A.
Exactly. And so this Friday night, the OEB Law Game of the Week. Speaking of another good game in the area, this will be at South Doyle, as Anderson County will travel to South Doyle in a Region 2 4A game, and boy, that'll be a good game. Last year, Anderson County went to South Doyle as well in a game they probably should have won. South Doyle ended up winning that game late, came back and went for 2 to get the win right there at the end. And these two teams have met here the last couple of years. Anderson County winning at home in 2019. South Doyle getting the win, as I mentioned, last year. But that's a big region game right there, and the winner of that one will definitely have a leg up.
That's very true, and the fact Anderson County's 1-3, but probably one of the best 1-3 teams around. They played a very tough schedule. Your Powell, your Science Hill, and one other loss that was super close was that
last week,
Ray County,
mm-hmm.
and 35-33. And I think on the other end, South Doyle has beat Oak Ridge. They beat some other teams. They're 4-0. I'm not positive who I'm going to pick in the next little bit on that one.
Right, and Anderson County got the region win over Fulton, while South Doyle's region win was over Scott last week. So, that's 2 of the top teams in that region. Looks to be also, Carter. You throw them in there as well. Don't overlook them. Also Gibbs, another good team in the region. So it's it's a competitive region, and you see 2 good running backs Friday night.
Oh, you better believe it. And I just think all the way across the board, any of those teams could beat another on a given evening.
2 of the top running backs in East Tennessee and across the state for Anderson County, Gavin Noe, and also for South Doyle, Sean Gary. I think Gary last year, he had his breakout game against Anderson County. He started the year off, I believe they had him playing wide receiver and ended up moving him to running back, ended up with 1,600 yards total rushing. And, he's been a fixture in that Cherokee backfield ever since. And, Gavin Noe as well. Last year as a sophomore rushed for over 1,400 yards. So it's really going to be an outstanding game on the OEB Law Game of the Week coming up here Friday night. And also, we'd like to pass along that it's Brad Jones' birthday. The owner of this BBB Communications. We'd like to wish Brad a happy birthday. And how old did he say he was, Walter?
Well, let's see, 39 and holding quite a few times, I think.
39 and holding, So maybe we'll get these Coalfield players to sing happy birthday to Brad here coming up here a little bit in the show. And, Brad's been named the new head coach for Coalfield basketball, and I think he's working on some of these kids we got here to play this basketball.
Yeah, he's trying to draft some of these guys, good athletes, I'm sure, across the way.
So let's go ahead and take a look at these young men. Some good-looking young men for the Coalfield Yellow Jackets. You see there on the left of your screen, running back linebacker Landon Lau, and then the middle, quarterback, defensive back Hines, and big lineman there on the end with the beard, Bryson Ridge. So guys, welcome to the show. And Coalfield right now is currently, as Walter said, 4-0 and ranked number 6 in Class 1A, and they've been running roughshod over their opponents thus far. They have scored 207 points on the season for an average of 51 points a game, and only have given up 33 overall to their opponents for an 8-point average. So Coalfield really off to an outstanding season. They had a great season last year. Went 12-1. I think the most wins in school history. Advanced all the way to the state semifinals. But, I thought they may take a step back this year, but it looks like they're full steam ahead.
Well, that's very true. The big lineman across here in single A, he looks to be quite dominating.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. And right now, let's go ahead and start. I guess we'll start with the quarterback, the engine of the Yellow Jackets, Cole Hines. And Cole, if you would just go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everyone, already have, but what position you play and what class you're in.
My name's Cole Hines, and I'm a junior at Coalfield and play quarterback and safety. So,
Well, Cole, how long have you been the starting quarterback for Coalfield?
Since last year.
So you took over as a sophomore?
Mm-hmm.
Cole is coming into this season, statistically wise, 19 of 35 passing, and throw for 8 touchdowns and with 1 rushing touchdown. Cole, I know Coalfield is more of a run-oriented team, but y'all will throw the ball. And you think you'll have to throw the ball more this Friday night against Carter?
Yes, sir. But we'll run it until they stop us, because that's what we've done that for I don't know how many years. But we'll switch it up some definitely, and we'll pull some stuff out that they probably won't see coming. So.
That's the strength of your team, I heard, was your offensive line, and I guess defensive line as well. So you'll probably be handing it off there to Landon, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
And, but Cole, if you would, talk a little bit about last week's game against Sunbright. You had 441 total yards rushing. Total yards in the game, 342 rushing, but talk about that win last week over Sunbright.
We just came in, and Coach Napier talked all week about coming in and starting early, and instead of because the past 2 or 3 weeks we had started slow, and then second half we picked it up. But this last week we started out early, we jumped on them early and got the younger kids in some. So the younger kids did a great job. So.
And of course, Walter, Benson Napier, the head coach of the Coalfield Yellow Jackets, taking over for Keith Henry, which was very tragic. Last year, him and his brother Jared both passing away with the COVID related symptoms. But if you would, Cole, talk a little bit about Coach Henry and both him and his brother Jared. And if you would, just talk about what y'all have gone through, since that happened last December.
Well, Coach Henry and Coach Jared, they're legends. And, I was always at their house on the weekends and stuff. AJ and Colton, I'm always with them, and I mean, it's been hard on their family and it's been hard on our community, but their legacy lives on. It's living through us right now, and that's who we play for every game. So.
Walter?
Also, earlier he alluded to the fact that the points per game that you have, and over the first 4 games, you've outscored your opponents by 43.5 points per game. And against Carter, do you feel like any of you three can step in that you'll have to run the ball more or pass more, or the fact that they may be bigger and more physical against you?
Well, they'll definitely be the biggest and fastest team we've played so far. Maybe one of the best teams we play all year. And so, we're going to have to really step it up this week. We only got 2 days of preparation for them, but they only got 2 days too. So we're just going to have to go in. We went in today going hard, and then tomorrow we'll have to go hard. So it should be a good game if we come out and play.
And with COVID, looking at it, that there was a possibility that you might not play, and then all of a sudden you get someone to play. How do you prepare for a game that all of a sudden you're now going to play, whereas you might not play because of COVID?
Well, you always got to be prepared, and Coach Benson told us that even if we didn't play Oakdale this week, that he was going to be calling people. So we all knew that we'd probably end up playing, and he told us around 10:30 today that Carter was going to come to us. So I feel like we were all pretty prepared for it, but they got the same amount of time as we do to prepare. So.
Have y'all been able to watch any film on the Green Hornets?
Yes, sir. Coach Benson just posted it for us earlier at lunch, and all of us were watching at lunch, and third and fourth block today at school and at practice. So I know the coaches have been watching a ton too, and they're probably watching right now. So
talk a little bit about Coach Napier, his first year, and how's it playing for Coach Napier?
Oh, Coach Benson's a great coach. It being his first year and the stuff he's already done with us, it's crazy. he was a great player. I remember watching him when I was a kid, and him and Zach Stewart, and all of them, Addison Bible, and they were just dominant, and that's all he's known his life is winning, and he's passing it on to us. So I think he's done a great job with us so far.
And Cole, you've accounted for 9 touchdowns thus far in the season, 8 passing touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown. How do you feel about your offense? I know it's more run-oriented, but what type of offense is Coalfield employing this year?
Well, we're always going to try to pound the rock, like you said, but we can pass it around too if we need to. But it's just one of those things. Why throw it 30 times a game if you can just run it down people's throats because you're risking turnovers? But we can throw it when we want to, but when our offense is clicking, I don't think there's many people who can stop us.
Talk about you also play defensive back. Do you play a cornerback?
I play safety, safety.
Play safety, so you're toward the quarterback of the defense as well. How do you like playing defense?
Oh, I like playing defense. I played it my whole life, and I played linebacker up until last year, and I like to hit people. It's fun. I don't know. I like to play both sides of the ball. So.
And the game Friday night against, it's Carter now. Yours getting ready to play Oakdale. I'm sure you're probably looking forward to playing them.
Yeah, our whole team was ready to play Oakdale. It's one of the best starts they've had in a long time, like you said. And every time we go up there, they're hyped up. We're hyped up. It's always a fun game. So.
Y'all, Coalfield's put up over 60 plus points the last 2 games, and I saw where that's the first time they've gone back to back 60 plus points since 1945. So
good.
Yeah, yes, sir. And that's a lot of credit to our younger players too, because like I said, they've came in and done a great job when we've taken the varsity players out, and they come and practice just like we do, and they do a great job. So.
How's this team compare to last year's team that made that run to the state semis?
Well, we almost got the same exact team. We lost 4 or 5 seniors. And obviously Seth Lau and Dawson Ninchke and Connor Johnson, 3 big players we had last year. But those are really the 3 starters we lost last year, and Isaac McKinney. them four. We lost them four last year, but we got our whole line back and a lot of athletes back, so we got basically the same squad.
And how many players are on your roster, and how many players play both ways?
I think we got 32, 33 players on our roster, and all of us play both ways. Even the JV players, all of us, we have to learn both ways because we just don't have enough. So.
Well, so that produces a lot of depth. You've got a lot of people that can be versatile and play a lot of different positions, I guess.
Yes, sir.
We're speaking with Cole Hines, the quarterback of the Coalfield Yellow Jackets. And Cole, what is some of your individual goals coming into this season?
Well, I don't have any individual goals for myself. I set goals for our team, and our O-line has done a great job all year, and they deserve a lot of the credit. But as a team, I think I want to make it to the state championship this year. We made it to the semis last year, and we want to grow from last year. So that's my main goal, is to be holding up a gold ball.
Mm-hmm. And you're a junior, and what do you like about playing football? You've been playing it pretty much growing up?
Yes, sir. I played it my whole life. Started playing quarterback in middle school, and ever since then, I've loved it. Had a couple broken bones, but came back from it. And, everybody gets hurt, but like I said, watching Benson and Zach, Parker McKinney, and all them growing up, you want to be like them one day. So.
Do you play any other sports?
Yes, sir. I play baseball, and I did play basketball, but I'm not sure if I'm playing next year or not.
Uh-huh. So, what's it like to wear that orange and black on the Friday night?
I love it. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So, I think orange and black's the best color combination there is, to be honest with you.
All right. We can relate to that.
Yes, very much so. And how do you prepare going from, say, football to, you say you might play basketball or going to play baseball? How do you prepare as far as getting in shape for that sport?
Well, I think each sport has its own, different shape to get into. There's a football shape, basketball. You think after running so much in football, when you go into basketball, you're in basketball shape, but you're really not. And, I don't know, you just kind of adjust to it. After the first couple of weeks, you start to get into it, and, just one of those things. Like I said, we've been doing it our whole life, playing 3 sports since elementary school, so just kind of gotten used to it, I guess.
Was there any weaknesses in your game, anything you need to work on?
Yeah, I've missed some open receivers. Coach Jason Wilson's always on my butt every day, getting on to me, and Landon, all of us. So, I think there's a lot of stuff we got to work on, and we can be a lot better as a team, but we're doing pretty good right now.
Would you like to go on and play in college football?
No, sir. If I was to play college, I would probably go try to play college baseball. So.
College baseball?
Yeah.
What's your plans looking down the road when you graduate? I know you're just a junior, but after your senior year, you have any plans?
Well, I hope one day to come back and coach at Coalfield, but as of right now, I think if I don't go to college, that I'm probably going to go and be an electrician. So.
All right, Cole. Thank you for joining us here now. Would you like to go ahead and give a shout out?
Shout out to all my family, mom and dad, and my team, my coaches, my O-line, protecting me. So.
Okay, we have a call coming in. Go ahead. You're on the locker room chat.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What do you say, Eric?
Hey, Cole, you need to make sure them big tush hogs up front stay hydrated all week, brother. You need to stay on them, son. We can't be having our big fat guys laying on the ground with cramps all night because everybody's going both ways, and I'm telling you, it's going to be the hardest game y'all played all year so far.
Can you hear him, Cole?
No, sir, I can't.
This is a super fan, Eric Oaks, calling in. He's saying they need to keep those big linemen hydrated and ready to go. He says it's going to be the toughest game y'all have had thus far this season.
Yes, sir, it definitely will be. It might be the toughest one we have all season. Carter's a great team. I'm seeing them on film. They got a ton of athletes. Quarterback's really good. They're big up front. But I mean, we're just going to come in and compete like we do every game, treat it like any other game. So.
Eric, how excited are you for this game Friday night?
Well, it's gonna be a measuring stick game. It's gonna go a long way. It's gonna go a long way towards showing where we are as far as stacking up against the top tier competition that we're gonna face in the playoffs. Because, in my opinion, so far, we've run through the schedule like a dose of salt because we've played some midget teams. And when I'm not using that as an insulting term, I'm talking like hoppers, cutters, peewees, midgets, the Little League. Yeah, I feel like they've played 4 Little League teams so far. This is going to be some stiff competition for them, and it's a big step up. And to take that step I'm really concerned that they're going to come in overconfident because you get the big head when you start blowing people out 51-8 on average every week. And you start thinking you're real good. And then somebody that's just as good as you shows up and punches you in the mouth one good time. Do you lay down and quit? Or do you Rocky Balboa it and get up and fight through, baby? Let's go. I mean, how's it going to roll? I mean, the tale is yet to be told.
This will definitely be their toughest game for Coalfield, and
It'll take 40+ to win.
I think it's good to play a competition like this. It'll be good for them, especially down the road come playoff time.
I would not be surprised if there was 100 points scored between the two teams Friday night.
100 points, huh? That'd be a lot of points, huh?
Well, I mean, hey, 56-49. I mean, you tell me. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, I think
Carter's going to score.
Coach Napier, he might want to disagree with giving up that many.
Oh, well, hey, I can't control what happens. I'm just telling you, Carter has got 62 kids on their roster. All right, we got, like he just said, we got 29 kids, 28 kids. Everybody's playing both ways. The third and fourth quarter are going to be the deciding factors, and that's why I told Cole, I know he can't hear me, but you can relay this. Hey, keep the big guys hydrated, man, and that starts on Thursday morning. We can't be having cramps. Hydration starts on Thursday morning. Drink as much Gatorade and water as you can force down yourself. That's serious. I mean, that's
hydrated, right?
Cole, you're the leader of the team. I mean, tell you big tush hogs up front. If they ain't got a Gatorade in their hand, smack them in the back of the head and ask them why they ain't got one.
Eric's wanting you to keep them hydrated. Cole said you're the leader of the team. Make them be ready to go come Friday night.
We can't be having cramps, so y'all go both ways.
Yeah, Coach Benson's always getting on to us about hydrating, starting tonight. And, I mean, I know me and Bryson and Landon, we got Pedialyte sitting over there in that chair over there, so we've already started hydrating, and we do every week, but this week will be a 4-quarter ball game.
You got a question for Walter?
No. I have a question for Walter, but I know the answer to it. How happy are you to be out of that place over there?
Beyond, I don't even know how to explain it.
I do have a question for. I actually have a statement for the offensive line, and you can relay this. Hey, big guy, take care of our quarterback.
The offensive lineman to take care of the quarterback.
And Cole, I want to see you play in center field, son. I expect at least one pick.
One interception?
At least.
At least from Cole?
Because Carter's going to throw the ball around. I done been researching them.
Oh, yeah, they'll throw it around.
Yep.
Eric,
I can't wait. I'm excited. I mean, but it's going to be some stiff competition. I mean, this is a big step up from, I know we played Scott County. Scott County's big difference between Carter and Scott County now.
Sure is. And, Eric, before you go, you got a prediction on your Gators against Alabama?
I don't even want to talk about it, man. I can't believe the spread's only 15.5.
15.5?
I'm surprised it ain't 30.
You don't think you got a shot?
No shot. No shot.
No shot. All right.
Well, we're going to get embarrassed in our home stadium.
Well, I hope not.
I hope not, too. But
guess,
I mean,
well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe get you some of that.
well, but maybe that'll put a bad taste in our mouth when we get the Vols next
Yeah,
week.
the Vols are coming in, so better be ready.
And of course, the Vols will roll, 60 if they want to.
Better be ready for the big orange.
Well,
We're bringing it.
it all depends on which quarterback shows up.
See,
If they're gonna bring that
This
quarterback in
orange
there
right
and throw
here?
the ball
That's
through
it.
the back of the. Hey, if they're gonna bring that quarterback in that throws the ball through the back of the end zone on every 25-yard plus throw, bring him on. But I believe the guy that replaced him after he got hurt is a better leader.
Yeah, Hendon Hooker. I believe so.
Yeah,
I think probably see him this week, and as long as he can keep from turning it over, he might be the man.
All right. Well, hey, relay this for me. Hey, Cole, you the leader, man. Be the general, baby. You the field general. Let's go. Come on, baby. Woo!
All right, Eric.
See you, fellas.
Thanks for calling in.
Take care, Eric.
Cole said, or Eric said, for you to be the field general and take control.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go ahead and take our first break of the night. We'll be right back to talk with the other two Coalfield student athletes, Landon Lau and Bryson Ridge, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Locker Room Chat.
Mulch & More in Midtown is your landscaping headquarters. They offer mulch, topsoil, all types of gravel, sand, rock, crab orchard stone, riprap stone, and limestone gravel. Mulch & More does light excavation work. Do you need a driveway repaired? They can do it. Plus, Mulch & More can do your water and sewer lines, French drains, and more with Ditch Witch services. So whether you only need a half cubic yard up to 20 cubic yards, Mulch & More can help you. Give Gary a call today at 865-234-7060 at Mulch & More in Midtown.
Roan Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roan Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roan Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roan Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roan Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Cash in your gold now to get the most money. With gold at all-time highs, TK Wheeler Jewelers in Oak Ridge is paying top dollar for your gold, silver, platinum, diamonds, and coins. And TK Wheeler Jewelers pays
Ready, lost
cash.
some weight.
Broken chains, mismatched earrings, bracelets, rings, old school rings, gold charms, old watches, and even coin collections. TK Wheeler Jewelers in Oak Ridge, where you get the most money now for your old gold. So cash in now at TK Wheeler Jewelers, 422 South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge.
At Roan Medical Center, we are committed to serving this community and providing the best possible care for our patients. We have 20 medical specialists on staff representing all areas of care in a clean and safe environment. You don't have to go out of town to receive excellence in outpatient services, so please don't delay. The care you deserve is right here, right now. For the moments of need, we are here for you.
Literally gets everything from
Buff Subaru would like to announce the opening of our brand new, larger facility in Kingston. This new facility was designed to offer unmatched comfort and convenience for our customers. Our service department now offers full tire and alignment services, express oil changes, and a car wash included with each service. We're conveniently located at I-40 exit 356 in Kingston, an easy drive from anywhere in the greater Knoxville area. Earl Duff Subaru, Tennessee's only 10-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Award.
All remaining 2021 Ascent models have 0% financing available at Earl Duff Subaru in Kingston.
We all know that real estate is location, location, location.
Our team at Just Homes Group Realty Executives has the true expertise, pairing buyers and sellers with the right opportunities.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home right here in Knoxville,
Lenoir City, Clinton, or Farragut, we have the expertise throughout every Knoxville surrounding area. Call Just Homes Group Realty Executives today.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Welcome back into the locker room chat, and we are joined here tonight by members of the Coalfield Yellow Jacket football team. And our next young man we want to speak with is Landon Lau. He's a running back, defensive back for Coach Benson Napier. And Landon, thank you for being here and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And Landon, first off, I want to ask you, I'm sure you're probably kin to Seth.
I have no clue about that one, but if I am, I am.
I figured y'all might be kin. Seth Lau was a big running back. I think probably played linebacker too last year, and I thought y'all might be related.
No, I don't know if we are or not, but my parents have told me that we are. They've told me I'm not, so I don't know. It's back and forth.
Right. So you ran the ball a little bit last year too, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. And how's your season going thus far?
It's going great. The linemen are creating holes. I'm getting through them. And then I got another running back, senior Cannon Bolin. He's running it hard too.
And he had a big interception last week he returned.
Yes, sir.
Also, I saw last week, you led the team in rushing. I believe you had 68 yards, scored a touchdown, I think maybe just 5 carries, and but you had a total of 16 different Yellow Jackets carried the ball, so must have quite a bit of depth.
Yeah, it's just we got the job done in the first and second quarters, got the younger guys in there, let them run the ball. That's about all there is to it.
I guess you get in rhythm to be in there as running backs, and then you've got to go over on the defense. It probably helps that you get a second to rest if you have to, play both sides.
Yeah, I don't get much rest. It goes straight from offense to special teams to defense. I do all of it.
And we're talking with Landon Lau, senior running back, linebacker for the Coalfield Yellow Jackets. And Landon, what do you like playing? Do you prefer offense or defense?
I love offense, but I've always been defense. I love hitting people and going to get the ball.
Now, what position do you play on linebacker? Are you middle or outside?
Middle.
Middle linebacker, and I believe you lead the team with 22 total tackles, and also you have 1 sack on the season and 6 solo tackles. So that's probably you've all had some blowout games, so you probably stats could be a little bit more if you probably played a full game.
Yeah, we just haven't played a full game yet. We haven't had a real challenge, I don't think, but Carter will give us a real challenge. It'll be a 4-quarter ball game, I think, and go on from there.
How excited are you to step up in weight class, so to speak, and play the Carter Hornets?
I'm really excited. It'll prepare us for the games ahead, and that's all there is to it.
Walter, it'll be the Coalfield C against the Carter C. Carter's got the same type of C, and there'll be a lot of green down there in Coalfield Friday night.
And being 4A, Carter, plays quite well in the 4A, and you're 1A, and one of the better ones in 1A. I think that's a tribute to your team and your coaching staff to schedule a game like that after the COVID situation.
Yeah, it's our coaches believe in us and we believe in them, and I think we can. If we go out there and play like we can, I think we have every shot of beating them.
And how long have you played football, and do you play other sports?
I've played football all my life, and I sometimes play basketball. I'm back and forth on it.
Okay.
So Landon, you're averaging almost 8 yards a carry this year. Have 5 touchdowns. What do you like about playing football? You just like the physical aspect of it?
Yeah, I like the physical aspect of it, and the fans, they're great. The energy's great, and the feeling you get on the field never goes away.
Talk about playing at Coalfield, the fans. I know it's a great place to play, great place for fans to watch a game. I actually saw a couple of your games last year during the playoffs, and it was packed. The Greenback game, the Oliver Springs game, and just a great environment. Just touch on that.
We got probably the best fan base around, in my opinion. They're always there to watch us play, always cheering us on, no matter what the circumstance.
And you're a senior. What's your plans after graduation? You have any plans yet?
Not many. If I don't do anything, it'll be going to TCAT or the military.
Mm-hmm. Do you like to play on the next level?
No, after this, I think I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Have you been pretty healthy during your football career?
Yeah. I only had one mishap. My sophomore year, I broke my leg. I was out for that season, but other than that, I've been good.
Mm-hmm.
And so do you play other sports?
Sometimes I play basketball, depending on how I feel.
Okay.
What's some of the memories you're going to take away for playing at Coalfield? Or just going to school there in general, growing up?
Just all the friends, family I made, the coaches, everything. It's been great. Mm-hmm. I'll take it all with me.
Who would you say your all's biggest rival is?
I'd have to say Greenback or Oliver Springs.
Mm-hmm.
Those two are just every year always come and compete with us.
You got Greenback coming up in a couple of weeks, I believe. Next week you got Gordonsville.
Mm-hmm.
They're a pretty good team, I believe, down in Middle Tennessee. But Greenback, yes, and Oliver Springs, you've had some good battles with them the last year or two. What do you like? Talked about. Let's talk about some of your team goals this year for the Yellow Jackets. What would you like to see?
I'd like to see us in December holding up the gold ball. I think it's everybody on the team's goal. We have no individual goal, really. It's just getting to that championship.
And you got close last year with the state semifinals. You would just talk about your former coach, Coach Henry, and also his brother Jared, and talk about them, about playing for them.
Those were some of the best memories I've ever had. Two of the best coaches I've ever had. I'm always with the son, same as Cole. We best friends. I've been over to Coach Jared's house countless times. Had a good bond with Coach Henry and Coach Jared. Loved them to death, and their memory still lives on in us.
Mm-hmm. And if you would talk about playing for Coach Napier, was he on the staff when you was like a freshman before he went to Harriman, or was he?
Yeah, he was on the staff. He just got mixed up, went to Harriman.
Oh, you forgive him?
Yeah.
So you know Coach Napier, probably known him just growing up and watching him play, and what's it like playing for him?
It's great. He's come over, took control of the program, got us back to where we were, and he's known nothing but winning, as Cole said. and he's passing it on to us, the domination factor. Hopefully we can keep it up.
Well, Landon, we thank you for joining us, and good luck Friday night against Carter and the rest of the season.
Thank you.
And if you would you like to give a shout out?
Can I give a shout out to my friends, family, coaches, teachers, everything. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Landon. And let's go ahead and meet Bryson Ridge, the offensive lineman and defensive lineman. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Bryson.
My name's Bryson Ridge. I play left tackle and nose guard currently on the line at Coalfield. Other than that, just I'm a senior. Nothing to it really.
What kind of defense do y'all run?
We run the 30 front up front, and then I think we have, is it a 3-stack or? We're always moving around our linebackers. We always got people blitzing. You know, we got people covering certain places, moving around. So it's just a 3-stack or a 3-4. It's just you never know what you'll get.
And you also you have 14 total tackles this year, 1 solo and 3 tackles for a loss from your nose guard position. So when you say a 30 stack, what do you mean by that?
I mean, like we got, I'm the nose guard. We got another tackle, so we got 3 D linemen and 3 linebackers, and that's just a 30 stack, so 3-3. You know.
3-3-5.
Yeah.
Walter.
And what? How much do you weigh and how tall are you? You're pretty good size, particularly in 1A.
Yes, sir. I'm 6'3" and I'm 285.
Okay.
Wow.
And do you play any other sports?
No, sir. I played basketball all my life up until high school. I hadn't played it. I'd played some summer, but each year I was like I didn't really want to. And then I quit baseball probably 5th grade. So right now I'm only playing football.
And how long have you been playing football?
I've played football since, I think, 1st grade, so about 7 years old.
So you have a tremendous background. Do you have any future plans possibly in football?
Yes, sir. I'd like to go play somewhere in college.
Well, best of luck where that's concerned.
Thank you.
And, Bryson, we're talking with Bryson Ridge. He's a big lineman for Coalfield. And, Bryson, I believe Coach Brad Jones, he's going to try to get you out for basketball.
Yes, sir. He'd
like to have you down in the paint, I believe.
Yeah, him and each coach each year has tried pushing me to play, and I always come out for summer, but I always end up not playing. But I really thought I was planning on playing this year, but I'm not sure 100% if I am or not. I might, but it's just we'll see.
Y'all were supposed to play Oakdale this Friday, and I'm sure you was disappointed when you first heard about that. Did that news come down yesterday?
Yes, sir. Or was it? Yeah, it was yesterday.
So you probably hated to hear that, and then you got the news you're going to play Carter. So how excited are you to go up against a big 4A program?
I'm pretty excited. I hate that we couldn't play Oakdale. They were 5-0. We would have been 5-0. It'd been a good game. I think we would have won, but with that getting canceled and us playing Carter, I think it's a good chance to really see what we can do, and it gives us some boost knowing where we're at for the playoffs. Because if we don't see a team like them, then they'll be barely better or barely worse than Carter. They're with them being 4A in the playoffs, and if we win, we know we got a good shot at going, and it really tests each one of our ability to go up against bigger and better players in 4A.
So when you're not playing football, or what do you like to do off the field?
I mainly just work out. I'll play video games every once in a while, but work out and work. That's about it.
How you doing in school? What's your favorite subject?
I don't even know. It'd probably be like science or gym. That's the only thing.
You got a favorite teacher?
Out of the ones I have right now, probably Miss Christina Henry.
Who's that?
Miss Christina Henry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We got a call here. Let's go ahead and take it. Go ahead, caller. You're on the locker room chat.
Hey, Sleepy. Hey, tell him he don't know it yet, but we're gonna play dirty pool. I'm gonna put Brad in touch with Riley, and he'll be playing basketball because Riley's gonna make him. Tell him that exactly what I just said.
Who's gonna make him?
Riley.
Riley's gonna make you play basketball.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that.
Well, hey, we'll see, won't we? I'm gonna put Brad on the right track. Agree, I'm gonna play basketball. Hey, one more thing, and this is almost tell him.
Can't be double dipping now.
Hey, I can double dip all I want to. He better not let my quarterback get hurt. It's his responsibility to protect his blind side. You got to relay this, you know.
He said Friday night. No, he said
you got to protect his blind side.
He's going to protect his blind side.
That's right. Hey, I'll be there and I'll be loud. Be proud. One heartbeat, baby. Go Jackets.
All right, thank you.
Hey, fellas.
Thank you for calling in again. And you're a senior. You mentioned touch on wanting to play college football, Bryson, and what's your plans after graduation? What would you like to? What would be your field of study?
I'm still undecided. I've thought about maybe something with sports, and then I was thinking maybe business or real estate or something. I'm not 100% sure. I still got to think about that.
Mm-hmm. Are you a 4-year starter?
Yes, sir. I didn't start my very first game. Daniel Shar, he's our strength coach now. He was ahead of me. He started, and then he got an injury. It wasn't too serious. He was out for the rest of that game and then the next game. And after that, I started from then on till now. I'm started all 4 since then. So, yeah.
Well, you're part of an offense that has very much ball control and lineman wise, and you run the clock and pile up a lot of points, and that's certainly a tribute to you and the fact that you've started for nearly 4 years, winning 12 games last year, and being 4-0, and this year ranked number 6 in 1A and in the top 20 across the state. Good job.
Thank you.
And we're speaking with Bryson Ridge. And Bryson, you have any pregame rituals?
Nothing really. I just every game usually I take a nap before the game. That is a tradition I do. I take a nap, and then I come. We just get real hyped up in the locker room. Go out pregame. We do our chants. We stretch. We do certain traditions we've always done since I've been in high school, and I've seen them doing it in elementary and everything. And other than that, no, sir.
What are some things you need to work on to get to the next level?
I'd definitely say, me personally, I gotta work on. I obviously gotta get stronger. You always gotta be a little bit stronger at the next level, especially. But my footwork and knowledge of the game, I gotta improve a little bit on my knowledge. But I could really do my footwork. I do some stuff like when I go to the gym, or I have a ladder and stuff. But my footwork would be my most concern.
And also, if you would, just go ahead and touch on Coach Henry and his brother Jared. If you would, just touch on them and what they meant to the program and to you.
Coach Henry and Coach Jared, it broke my heart seeing or hearing about all the news. I think I was in Oakdale with my buddy Connor. We were about to mow, and I heard about it. And then it just we didn't even mow that day. We went and met everybody at the locker room. But they had a great impact on me. Coach Jared was always smiling, talking to me, taping me up if I needed it. He'd do anything for me. And then Coach Henry, he did anything for me. He would pay for something if I needed it. He would help me out a lot. He was always there for you. He was really almost like a father figure for me.
Well, I know it was a shock and big loss, just the community and his family and everything, and it's just very sad. And I appreciate all three of y'all talking about it, and it's not easy to talk about, but we'd like to honor their memory, certainly. And if you would, though, talk about Coach Benson Napier. What's it like playing for Coach Napier? He's a young guy, and he's about mid-20s.
Yeah, he's he graduated I think was it 2013, so we've been in 4th or 5th grade. I remember seeing him play when we would go out there and watch, but other than that, we had him my sophomore year as the O-line coach. He's a lot like that now. He's really stepped up and became a leader. He's got some good things going for us. He's definitely. We wanted somebody who was from Coalfield and would keep the Coalfield traditions going, so that's who we got with him. And
Bryson, what's some of the memories you're going to take away from playing at Coalfield?
Really, just I love, my favorite memory in football is probably my freshman year against Oliver Springs. That was a real tight game. I think we got an onside kick that wasn't even supposed to happen. We ran down the throat constantly. We marched 50 yards, scored, and it was just a real tight game. That was one of my favorite memories.
Mm-hmm. Walter? So what are your thoughts, any prospects of where you may be going if you go to a college team?
I'm not, I haven't gotten any offers or anything. I've talked to some coaches from Tech, and I'm currently talking to this coach from St. Mount Joseph University in Ohio, and then a couple others. Just I went to a few camps. I went on an unofficial visit to EKU. So,
any other hobbies you have?
Just working out, football. I play with my brother. I hang out with my girlfriend, and that's about it.
Bryson, appreciate you being on the show, and good luck Friday night against Carter and also the rest of the season. And if you would, go ahead and give a shout out.
I'd like to shout out my friends, family, my coaches, and my dad told me to give a special shout out to my Aunt Pat. She's supposed to be watching, so.
I'm sure that she's watching and enjoys seeing you on the TV.
Yeah.
With Landon and Cole and Bryson, I'd like to thank y'all again all for being here, and good luck and get you a big win there Friday night.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take another break, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Locker Room Chat.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Cash in your gold now to get the most money. With gold at all-time highs, TK Wheeler Jewelers in Oak Ridge is paying top dollar for your gold, silver, platinum, diamonds, and coins. And TK Wheeler Jewelers pays cash. Broken chains, mismatched earrings, bracelets, rings, old school rings, gold charms, old watches, and even coin collections. TK Wheeler Jewelers in Oak Ridge, where you get the most money now for your old gold. So cash in now at TK Wheeler Jewelers, 422 South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge.
At Roan Medical Center, we are committed to serving this community and providing the best possible care for our patients. We have 20 medical specialists on staff representing all areas of care in a clean and safe environment. You don't have to go out of town to receive excellence in outpatient services, so please don't delay. The care you deserve is right here, right now. For the moments of need, we are here for you.
Turning back into the locker room chat, and we got a few minutes left in the show, Walter. So we'll go ahead and look at some of the games coming up Friday night and make our picks. And I gained another game on you last week.
Certainly did. I don't know. One of these days I'm going to try to catch up a little bit.
One game a week, so I got a 4-game lead on Walter. It just takes 1 week. You could catch right back up, but. We'll go ahead. It's week 5, and our first game, Oliver Springs 0-2, traveling to Greenback 1-2. There's no love lost when these two teams get together, and Oliver Springs has missed the last 2 games with COVID, but they're back.
Yeah, I'll go with Greenback because Oliver Springs is in a rebuilding mode. Greenback sort of is with a new coach, but still Greenback.
Right, and Greenback was off as well last week, so I'll take Cherokee's Greenback as well to get the win. Sunbright 1-2, traveling to Harriman 2-2, and Harriman with a big win last week over Sale Creek 43-12. So Blue Devils got the offense rolling.
They certainly do. I'm still going to pick Sunbright, even though I'm going against my better judgment.
You're taking the Tigers. I'll go ahead and take the Blue Devils at home. Coalfield at Oakdale, no longer, but it's right. Coalfield now hosting Carter, and that's a big test, big challenge for the Yellow Jackets, but I'm going to have to go with the Green Hornets, come in there and get the win.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Carter too, but I believe that good possibility Coalfield will give them a lot better game than a lot of folks would think.
Right, that should be a really good game on Friday night. Monterey and Rockwood, a region game, as all these games this week are back in the region, and Monterey is 3-1, Rockwood 1-2. I'll go ahead and take Monterey.
I'll take Rockwood.
Rockwood lost last week to Kingston, so you're taking the Tigers to bounce back.
Yes.
Anderson County at South Doyle.
South Doyle.
OEB Law game of the week. I too will go with South Doyle. Should be a really good game, but I'll go with Cherokees. Midway at Wartburg. Midway 2-1, Wartburg 0-3.
Midway.
I'll take Midway as well. Oak Ridge at Lenore City. I'll take the Wildcats.
The Wildcats.
To get their second win. The Dragons traveling to Powell after being off. That's a big test.
Unfortunately, Powell, but Clinton is playing better.
I'll take Powell as well. Kingston at Sweetwater.
Kingston.
I'll take Yellow Jackets. And Carnes at Campbell County, a big game. Give me the Beavers.
The Beavers also.
Thank you for watching the Locker Room Chat.